Some crazy dude outside. Maybe he's cleaning his truck. He's all sweaty. I wonder if he's stealing it. Okay, so what's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. And today I wanted to talk about some things. Can I get rid of that freaking thing out of my face? That is awkward. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about tips for new powerlifters. Recently I made a video on tips for powerlifters and it was an hour and 10 minutes long. For some reason people watched it and it got 13 likes and 100 views, which I thought was interesting. This video will not be that long and I have simplified some of the things, and I'm also not exercising at the current time while I'm doing it. So that was kind of like a rant slash talking video. And apparently it was meant with good Semitism, whatever the hell that word is. Anyway, so I have 10 tips or 10 things that I think as a powerlifter, as a new powerlifter, that you should know or that could benefit you, hopefully. Now, granted, really quick, I want to say that if you are new here, go check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. Healthy Living for a Healthy Life, and also on Instagram at One Big Impact. If you're needing meal plans, personal training, online coaching, or anything like that, I do offer all of those things. So please feel free to let me know. Also, we're located in Apache Junction, Arizona, and we do have a gym slash powerlifting gym slash bodybuilding gym that we do day passes, monthly passes, and training at. So without further ado, my current numbers in competition at 42 years of age, this angle is not optimal, are 622 on the squat, and on the deadlift, 666, and on the bench, 363. So that being said, this is still a horrible angle. I don't like it, but anyway, we're going to move on. The first thing is, I do hold currently 25 state records, and you might, I'm not saying those things to gloat, I'm just saying those things to give you an idea on what I've learned in powerlifting, and that whatever I've learned is working, and through strength and dedication, I'm doing pretty okay so far. So, number one, we're going to make everything quick now that I babbled for so long. Are you eating? And you might be thinking, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. No, seriously. Are you eating? And more specifically, are you eating enough? Some people that I see that are powerlifting could be hard gainers or something like that, and they don't have huge appetites. I have a huge appetite. I don't have that problem. But more specifically, are you eating enough protein to be able to build muscle, to be able to fuel, and get bigger strength numbers and stuff like that, but through getting the larger muscles? Are you eating carbohydrates in your diet plan to be able to fuel your workouts and stuff? Are you eating pre-lift? Are you lifting fasted? Because I do not suggest that. Some people lift better with like soft foods, meaning like maybe protein shake and some gummy bears. I personally prefer to lift with like 2 meals prior, 2 full meals prior, and sometimes I will eat during my workout as well. So if you're not eating, you need to start. That is probably the single most important thing, in my opinion, that is going to fuel these workouts. The next thing is, do you have a plan? Because I see this a lot of the times where people don't have a plan. They're just like, oh yeah, I'll max this day, and maybe I'll do 5 sets of 3 this day, and I'll come back and I'll play on this bar and do this and that. You're not going to get shit from that, and don't waste your fucking time, okay? Just period. End of that right there. If you don't have a plan, you're fucked. Don't do that. The next one, number 3, is, have you found your first powerlifting meet? And you might be saying, whoa, Jonathan, I'm fucking new at this. No, fuck that. Find your first powerlifting meet. You don't have to necessarily compete in the first powerlifting meet, but go volunteer and see how everything is ran. And I think that's probably more important than getting into your first powerlifting meet. Go volunteer at a couple, do plate loading, change the plates, change the bars, maybe even like work some tables and stuff like that. And the reason I say that is because you need to see how the meet operates. You know how to exercise, you know how to squat, bench, and deadlift by the time you get there. You may not know how the meet operates, and that completely can fuck you up. So be careful with that. The next thing is, do you know your maxes? Do you know your powerlifting maxes? Your squat, bench, and deadlift. Go to Denny's and eat a big ass meal, and then go to the gym with a buddy or whatever, have him spot you and test your max. Start with squat, then bench, then deadlift. Do it all in one day, and then you have a baseline. You know what you can do. The next thing is, what days will you train? You might be thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? You need to be training on the same fucking days every fucking week. And I promise you, people will tell me all kinds of weird shit. They'll tell me, oh, on this week my schedule's this week fucking at fucking midnight. What are you doing on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or something like that? Like, I train at 10 a.m. roughly between, okay, so we'll say between 10 and 11 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Why? Because it's consistent. And I promise you, if you don't train and put it in your schedule and be consistent with it, it's going to get fucked off. And you're going to be one of those persons that, I don't know why I'm not getting better. I'm not sure why my squats suck or this and that. Yeah, I just fucking told you why they suck, because you're not consistent and you don't have a specific training day each and every single week dedicated to those days. The next thing is, what do you want from this? Are you old? Do you want to compress your bones, and meaning like be stronger and fight osteoporosis? Do you want to lift, but maybe you have some joints that are bad and you want to lower the reps to be stronger? Do you want to be a national record title holder? Do you just want to lift heavy because you want to be cool? Any of those things are fine, okay? It's fine to want to take a world record. It's fine to focus on just lifting to look cool in front of your bros. None of that shit is bad, okay? It's all perfectly acceptable because it's your goal, so who really gives a fuck? But just understand that you have some type of direction when you go into this, because you can waste a lot of time, a lot of energy, and being stupid, you can get hurt if you don't actually know what you're doing. So be careful with that. The next thing is, how's your life? And you might be saying, what? How's your life? Do you have 10 kids? Are you a drug addict? Do you drink alcohol? Do you smoke weed? Like, do you have 2 jobs? Are you going through a divorce? Are you a single parent? Whatever. The reason I ask that is because a lot of these things are factored into life. Like, I will say, and I'm not going to say this on, I'm going to say this on when you're going, probably when you get to where you're like, maybe pushing for like an American record or national records, and of course like world records. This does become part of your life. It becomes quite demanding on time and stuff like that. If you run a marathon, it's the same thing. Like, if you run a 5K, you could probably train once or twice a week, no big deal. You run a marathon, you're running 30 to 40 miles a week. It's a part-time job commitment. So understanding that when you get to higher levels of powerlifting and lifting more weights, granted that you do, it will take up a pretty good amount of time. So make sure that you are prepared for the long haul and understand the time commitment. The next thing is, are you willing to make sacrifices? Are you willing to not go out on Fridays because you got to train Saturday morning? Are you willing to say that I'm not going to do this because I'm going to do that? And here's the thing. With powerlifting, with me, powerlifting's first, okay? Powerlifting is the most important thing. It doesn't matter if I'm going to go to the river, okay? I'm going to go to the river after I go to the fucking gym. That's it. Like, nothing's coming before it, because you know what? If I don't go powerlift, I sure in the fuck don't want to do it afterwards. And I'm not even saying that because I'm not passionate about it. I'm just saying it because who wants to go sit in the fucking sun all day, bust their asses on a fucking paddleboard or a kayak, and then go lift thousands of pounds in the gym? There's no point for that. It always comes first no matter what. Keep that in mind. The next thing is, are you disciplined? Are you disciplined when you say, I'm going to train Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday? Are you disciplined to do that each and every single day? Whether you feel good, whether you feel bad, whether you want to fucking be there, doesn't matter. And the last and final thing is, do you fucking believe in yourself? Because 99.9% of this sport is, do you believe you can pick that weight up off the ground? Do you believe that you can become a world champion? And do you believe that you can get a state record? If you don't believe it, you're fucked. I hope this information helped you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Ask and tell me, ask if you have questions, and in the description, in the comments below, tell me what your current maxes are and what your goals are. Thanks for watching.